welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Luke. Dubs over L's all day, every day. You know what time it is. Akala SBTV. Oof, this is the second one he did from 2012. I did the 2010 one, so this one's like 2 years later. And god damn, that first one was so good. I had to come back and do the second one. You feel me? Like I'm just in that bag where it's like I need a collar. I just need that thought-provoking shit, you know? So anyways, man, without further ado, let's get straight to it. Let's see what he talking about. Yo, this intro is whack. That intro is whack. God damn. This shit is sheesh.
Yo, what's going on, people? This is Akala. Knowledge is power always. The first SBTV video of 2012. Gonna set off with a new F64. Listen up close, we got a little story for them. Yo. Okay, listen. Yo. Michael was another that lived without the love of a mother nor the other. Not the story of a brother not using a rubber. Father was a militant roster back in the early 80s. Lit banks, built hood schools so you could learn your babies. Of course, poser, jag with the chauffeur. Also sent papers to the rebel fighters in Angola. Cause back then, the OGs understood the mission of the system for planting division in the hood. Real soldier spirit, hustle may be part of living. If you did it, never spat it in your lyric. They was training, raising bars, martial arts, kicking the Teddy was arse, taking a scholarly class. Mind sharp, inspired by the Marleys and Arleys and Panther parties. Saw the road as a means to an end for real shit they starting. The movement got devoured. You know the system cowards that rejected anything that's a threat to the power. Locked up the militants, labeled them schizophrenic. Liquid crushed their necks so they could never defend it. The rest never been soldiers. Look at it folded as soon as the money's involved. Crack hit in '86, lit a split with boulders. Michael's father was the last of a dying breed. Could have been the leader that we need, but we didn't heed. With the entrepreneur mind like SB, our potential will blossom if it just let be, but pigs killed him. Not the first, won't be the last. But he made the news the day the trial start. What a farce, trying to charge the police. Even with the footage showing them up with his dead body laughing, they got released. That's when Michael's mother lost it, he was just a toddler. Sent to live with grandmother, too sick to raise him proper. By the time granny died, mum was an alcoholic. And touched the crack too, but never recovered from it. So care homes for Michael, where he kept getting neglected. What becomes of the little boy who gets molested? How does he invent it? And tell the world about his death wish. It's easier to play hard and just get arrested. Did I mention a genius from maths and science? And finally he's got a teacher that is really trying. Jane Taylor, half Irish, half from Grenada, took this little boy and showed him love and saw what he was made of. But the year's out and primary school is over. Now he's losing his mother figure again, so he's turning colder. Cause secondary is never steady, deadly for many. Frightened by the height and the fighting, ever ready to expel him or dispel him. Whatever's in their melon. And of course other youths wanna shank him and shell him, selling or not. Every other day you get in search. When it first happened to Michael, you know his pride was hurt, but there were many felt a violation of his father's memory. Every time he stood, their pockets getting empty, but all they found was algebraic equations that he was blazing. He kept his love for the knowledge despite the teachers hating. But when you're schooled then it's free, and you can see socks bursting out of your shoes. What will it be when your elders say pick up this cue, make P? Ain't rocket science, you're a smart kid, you're aiming for a key. Watch how many doors and more legs it opens, promoting the key till you never tell you about the doors it closes. But Michael knew the cycle and what it might do. He'd seen enough crashes, but he jumped on the bike too. Cause love from the oldest made his shoulders feel bigger than boulders. And most of the things that we do, we just want to be noticed. So we hustle harder, leader like his father. He ain't a schoolboy no more. He's deep in the drama, youngest in the clique. Quickest with a brick, sickest with the stick. Stuck up grown men. Rep getting big down in Bond Street shopping. Should have been in year 11, living like a spoiled rich kid, but even more depressing. Where the trigger pressing take you quickly where you're destined. And quickly you learn it is sickly. Just like quick your bread and snake you for paper. And he was no safer than any other tongue with a stick might make you. Touch 21 and it's seen enough paper and enough death to take your breath to your maker. But was never that mean, couldn't be seen dealing with pregnant fiends. These boys talking the game that dirty, maybe you
Yo, that little rickety, that flow's sick. He nice with it. And you can tell, like, even just the storytelling skills, he really has a way to draw you into it. Like, you know, like I didn't want to pause at any point because I was following it and I was really listening. Like, oh shit, and I was watching the build up, and even as he's telling the story, you know, he's got these little pockets where he switches the flow up and shows you like, yo, you can use this rap shit for whatever you want, you know. So, sheesh.
Lead plus he got a queen and she ain't on the hype, ain't impressed by the bullshit. Could have been the wife, but when Mike got shit again, sent for another bird. Stacey said that's the end and would have kept her word, but her belly started bulging. She took the veto and told him it's still over. I ain't raising my youth on the road team, but Michael insisted and listed reasons why it's different. He grew up without a dad, saw the issue would be different. Stacey looked into his eyes and saw that he meant business, kissed him and told him that she missed him but play a position. She got visions of them living when he was out of prison. He gave his lines to his boys, made it an early Christmas. The baby's born and named him after his pops, but he ain't seen him yet. Didn't want to meet him in the box, so all they got is pictures. Feeling complete without the riches, having all the man really needs, a baby and the missus. 2 weeks from his release with the picture in his hand, another inmate ran up on him with the shank, tried to bust his throat. Quick reflex, Michael raised his arm, just about managed to protect his neck. They fought and wrestled, he looked into his eyes and to his surprise finally managed to recognize Little P. He used to take his paper away and saw that he was such a dickhead that he did it barefaced. If you learn nothing, learn, any dickhead can kill.
That's crazy. He actually knew the nigga. That's crazy. God damn.
And everybody bleeds, ain't nobody made a still. Little P stopped the shanking, tore apart Michael's flesh. Michael pissed and shit on himself and took a breath. His last choked to death on his own blood. Never went out like Scarface, no one ever does. In the real world, one bag of man them doing life, wasting away, wanking and worried about their wife. Who's bending her over and giving her the pipe? I don't care who you are, 30 years, a bloody long time. In the real world, we have dreams and feelings. When they get crushed, that's when we turn into aggressive demons.
It's facts, my nigga. You get locked up for like 30, 40 years, bro. Like, forget about it, you know? She's gonna move on. Everybody moves on in the real world.
I've been saying I don't get the aggression, but let's not pretend that we're rebelling by selling what we are selling and shelling the brothers melon and kicking each other's head in. That is what they're defending. In the real world, we don't run the road, they run the road. The same people you pay tax to, shit is cold. You think they won't shop food and make law? This ain't nothing new, look up the opium wars. Spiteful spiral in a city cycle, deliberately designed to. The question is now, who's gonna raise Michael?
Facts. Who's gonna raise Michael's little kid? The cycle continues. You know, he grew up without his dad. He has a kid, goes to jail, dies in jail. His kid grows up without a dad. The cycle continues. And that's why shit never gets better. The cycle keeps continuing. You gotta break the cycle. You feel me? Akala, man. Knowledge on knowledge on knowledge. Always with it. He nice with it. He stays with it. That shit's crazy. God damn. Like I already knew, my nigga. You know, going into this, I already knew Akala was gonna bring the heat. He was gonna come through. You feel me? Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you took something away from this. You know, hopefully you waking up. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good shit. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.